I'm not going to push it out here too dark tonight. I was going to bring the rifle, but I didn't, so crazy. Not really too intimidated. Critters are critters. Some are in the daytime, some are in the nighttime. So I'm just arriving at the CX01 treasure site, and actually I'm just getting here about the time we normally take off. See, I've got the TM808 there. So I'm taking the TM808 and we're going to put it out on the CX01 site and see what we got. That thing will read 30 feet deep, so let's see what I'm seeing. Yeah, this is a little Hyundai car that I'm using as a Jeep at the moment. It's funny, as I've seen some other contact creators be in pickup trucks and turn around at lesser roads than this little Hyundai takes all the time. So it's actually my girl's car. Mine's been down. I just thought I'd point out this little monument on top. So it's basically just a chipped out triangle with a really nice pointer telling us how, basically where and how far. And then that's reinforced by this turtle head over here, snapping turtle. Same thing. And then another turtle down here on the end of the outcrop. What I'm planning on doing is hitting two spots. One is, of course, our CX01 actual suspected cache location. And if I have time, I'm going to go up here and hit this, what looked like an artificial knob. Like I said, that's if I have time. So we're just coming into our suspected camp now, where we've already picked up the axe head right over here behind this rock. And then just below, of course, we recovered the crossbow arrow tip and the chisel, which really crazy, that chisel on the XRF shows up 52% iron. That's a really cool other thing, so it's nothing like anything modern at all. And this is a burnt rock, and what this tells us is that there was a fire here, because this rock has been burnt in a fire. And this could have either been, you know, just because it was there and was in the ring, or they could have been cooking this so it fractures correctly to make points or tools out of. Because this is obviously does have some other chips, things like that here at this location. So again, I'm not sure if our visitor that we had the other day that had a very anomalous kind of a call, whistle, shrill thing. Actually, it sounded like a Bigfoot doing a frog, to be honest with you. But I don't know if that critter's around or not, but just in front of us here, right off this drop, is where we experienced that. This grass is deep. And of course, one of the ranchers from this ranch, just down in this canyon, one of the ranchers from this ranch actually had a same day, just a couple of miles that way, had an encounter with something. He said he knows it was whitish or light color, and from the account, every bit of 600 pounds or equal to a 600-pound calf in size. Thought it was a calf. Then he said when he got around the other side of the draw and looked back, thought it was the biggest damn mountain lion he'd ever seen. Then he said when it took off, it hopped big, loping, fast like a deer. So I mean that's consistent with other accounts we've had of straw colored or light colored Bigfoot. And then the way they move and that primate bolting, boom, 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 over side, it's all consistent. It's also consistent with how the brain works when it sees something so foreign it can't place it. It just starts to make it into whatever it can place. Like at first, a 600-pound cow, then the biggest damn mountain lion you've ever seen. So, do we think it's a 600-pound mountain lion? I kind of doubt it. Much more likely we just got a Bigfoot out here. So needless to say, unarmed, nothing. I don't know this Bigfoot. This could get interesting. Hope not. Now, you guys probably hope it gets interesting, but I hope it doesn't get interesting. But we're here and we're gonna find out. That's what you guys pay me for. Well, at least my patrons help me out. But anyway. Okay, we're on site. Here's the blue clay. Everything's intact, looks just fine. You'll notice in the last video, I scrubbed the deep lines here and they're barely visible now. Of course, what we've done here is not visible anymore at all. But anyway, so watch my back. That's the canyon behind me where everything seems to happen. So I guess, all breakout gear and everything else. Try not to concentrate too hard on what I'm doing. I hate to be a sitting duck. But I'll anyway, get the operation done. Maybe I'll set up a camera or something so if something is watching me, you guys can catch it in the background. So, cool. All right. That'll work. So this is the TM808 2 box. This is the unit that we'll be using. Max, he'll pick up stuff about 30 feet. Well, that's interesting. Something's not right with the machine. I'll have to figure it out, obviously. I got a reading, but it's not doing what it should do. picking up something. You know, here's the deal. That's a big target. So when it's on auto, it's going to automatically turn down to compensate for the ground, and it thinks all the ground's that hot. So it's a big target, but there's an absolute target down there. Bad thing is, this thing will punch 25, 30 feet easy. And we're getting it on the outside of that depth. So just like the tunnel signature, there's a good possibility this is 30 feet down there. I know I'm getting hits with my detectors, but they can bounce a signal down a crack. We may have a crack here, and then hopefully we've got a shaft, but we may have a crack here that goes down that 30 feet. Alright, that's a positive. I'm not going to push it out here too dark tonight. I was going to bring the rifle, but I didn't. So it's probably getting too dark to this camera anyway. It looks like shit when it gets too dark. So rather than break out the night cameras and stuff, I don't have anything to see anyway except regular flashlight. But anyway, it takes about 30 to get out of here. And we'll work my way out of here. I figured I might as well go ahead and do some night shooting in between. Never know what pops up. And this is the canyon we've got back here. You can see, we can go ahead and kick on the 5-watt illuminator, kind of get a look off in there. Anyway, I'll just run the standard illuminator for now on the way out. I'm gonna get our butt out of here. Yeah, I'm not really crazy, not really too intimidated. Critters are critters. Some are in the daytime, some are in the nighttime, so you just kind of got to keep your wits about you. It's not really smart talking. It tells everything where it is, where you are. And 40, 50 pounds all the time back here adds up as well. But, all right, now get up on top. Start making some tracks. Almost bit it. Everything's harder than tobacco. We'll get over there and try not to be big kitty food. See what we can do here. Hey, you can tell me if you see eye shine back there. I think we got the big illuminator on. Okay, getting closer. Alright. Almost. Yeah. Up we go. Alright. Alright, now, well, I guess we're got most of the way. Another quarter mile probably. And so I guess I'll go ahead and call this thing. Thanks for joining me on this deal. It's been a blast. And see what we can get done next time.